So the great life lesson to be learned is if you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. And that's what one thug in Chicago, yeah, Chicago of all places. I know you can't believe somebody got attacked in Chicago. Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is Anthony. If you're new to the channel, yes, the title reads correctly. She shot him in the head. And that's the story I want to tell you about today, along with some tips for vehicle safety and self-defense while you're carrying concealed. So let me know in the comments, do you carry in the vehicle? And how do you carry in the vehicle? And how do you ensure quick access to that firearm? She shot him in the head. That's right, she shot him in the head. They thought they were going to play a quick game of cat and mouse and get everything they own, but she changed the game on them, and she played Glock, paper, scissors. And by the way, if you want to support this channel, check out this t-shirt right here. If you like the content we're putting out, would you support us by just going down and getting yourself one of these cool t-shirts or one of the other cool t-shirts down in our store? So the great life lesson to be learned is if you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. And that's what one thug in Chicago, yeah, Chicago of all places. I know you can't believe somebody got attacked in Chicago, but that's what one thug in Chicago realized very quickly last Wednesday on Thanksgiving Eve of all days. The story goes that a 23-year-old woman was sitting in her car at about 2 a.m. on Wednesday morning, and a black sedan pulls up next to her car, and 4 armed men get out of the car, and one of them comes up to the driver's side window and he flashes a gun in the woman's face. And so wherever her gun was, she had access, and quick access, to a legal concealed carry firearm, and she drew that weapon and she shot her assailant in the head. So obviously you can imagine he was incapacitated. She gets out of the car, she runs to the back of the vehicle, and one of the other armed assailants shoots at her while she's running. I don't know if she was shooting at him, but judging by the story and just a quick video I saw of it, there were multiple shells on the ground with markers, and so I believe she was either returning fire and or was being fired upon. But at any rate, she got hit in the arm. She was taken to a local hospital, and she will survive. And so she was able to effectively defend her life against 4 thugs that wanted to not only probably kill her, but take everything she had as well. Later on that morning, a man was found in a stolen vehicle with a gunshot wound to the head, and he was pronounced dead on arrival to the hospital. Now, investigators are still working to find out whether those 2 stories are connected, but he was just 2 miles away, and so it seems like that's a plausible outcome to the situation. Let's face it, we're in our vehicles a lot. So now there's a word to be said about force multipliers. I can't think of any other situation where a woman would be defending herself against 4 armed men, and if she did not have a gun, she would either be dead or seriously injured. There's no way in the world she was going to come out on top and walk away with her life unless she had a firearm and she knew how to use it. I'm going to tell you right now, I carry 100% of the time, and I carry in the appendix position. But in the vehicle, I unholster that gun and I stick it into a car holster that's right by my thigh. And I'm able to index that quickly and immediately, and I don't have to worry about the added stress of worrying about getting in a car accident and then the seat belt slamming that appendix carry rig into my abdomen and causing severe internal damage. So that's the way I carry. Let me know how you carry down in the comments and how you have quick access to your gun in the vehicle. So we do spend a lot of time inside of our vehicles and around our vehicles, some of us more than others, and you have to give consideration to training that way. You need to train inside your vehicle and around your vehicle and know how to shoot in that vehicle, how to exit that vehicle, and get the proper cover around the vehicle, and to be able to manipulate your body and your firearm around the vehicle where you can maintain safety for yourself and cover for yourself and concealment for yourself, but still be able to engage your attackers if necessary. So let's talk about some practical tips for staying safe inside of our vehicles so we don't have to end up in an encounter like this woman. But if we do, that we can more adequately defend ourselves and possibly defend the lives of those we love. I'm a father and a husband. I realize some of you are fathers or mothers or husbands or wives, and that you have children, precious cargo that you're taking care of, or you have a spouse or a girlfriend or somebody else that travels with you frequently, and you want to be able to defend their lives as well. And so we have to give due consideration to these practical things for keeping ourselves safe inside the vehicle. One of the number 1 things you can do when you get inside the vehicle, you're returning to the vehicle, or you're exiting the vehicle, is have your head on a swivel. And that doesn't mean you have to be overly paranoid, but you need to be aware of your surroundings at all times. Before you exit the vehicle, you need to look around and make sure nobody is stalking you or nobody is planning something evil against you. And before you enter the vehicle, you want to make sure, again, the vehicle is clear from all sides. Don't send your children around to the opposite side by themselves. Walk them to it. Don't send your spouse around to the opposite side without you, or your girlfriend. Make sure they get in the vehicle safely, and always, as I said, keep your head on a swivel. Be aware of your surroundings, 360 degrees of what's going on around you. Especially as the days get more intense with economic problems. We're going to see more thieves, more carjackers, more people to try and take things from you that aren't theirs and do it in an evil way. And so you really, really have to be prepared, especially as we're rolling into the holiday season. And so number one, be aware of your surroundings. Number two, to be aware of your surroundings, stay off the phone. I know it's a great temptation, especially if you took a selfie in Walmart and you're headed out to the parking lot, but don't do that. Stay off your phone. Have your phone ready in case you need to call 911, but stay off your phone until you're safely inside the vehicle and everyone else is safely inside the vehicle. You don't need any distractions when you're trying to keep aware of your surroundings. And going along with that, once you're safely inside the vehicle, lock the door before you check your email. Lock the door before you check your text message. Lock the door before you even crank your car up. Get in and lock the door. That's going to give you precious time. Even if somebody breaks the window from the outside, it's going to give you precious time to react to a violent encounter, or even to drive away before they get to you. Or maybe you can use the vehicle if they are threatening you and they're armed. You can run them over before you have to employ your firearm. Along with that, wherever you travel, park in a well-lit area and hopefully in a crowded area, or at least an area where other people are around, or you know there are surveillance cameras. Be smart about where you park your car and how you park your car. Park it under a lamp if you can. Park it under cameras if you can, but park it in a well-lit and a well-congregated area. That way you're not isolated and made an easy target for attackers. And then, as I said earlier, probably number one is have direct and quick access to your firearm. It should be on your person when exiting and entering the vehicle, but I understand different situations and people employ different tactics. If you can keep it on your person in the vehicle and you can do that safely, and not worry about an accident compromising your body or compromising your firearm when you get in an accident, then by all means keep it on your person. If you can't, keep it in a holster that is secured to your vehicle in some way, shape, or form, that you can have quick and easy access to that firearm. Now, if you're in a state that has state laws that prevent that, there's nothing I can do about that, but you need to make provision to have the quickest access and safest access to that firearm if you need it. If you are new to this channel, please help us out by liking this video, sharing this video, and then hitting the subscribe button and the bell notification so that you can be notified every time we put out content like this. As always, I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and thank you for making the choice to defend yourself and those you love. God bless you and yours.